Hey, this is Ray. This is a story of a guitar design many years too late. See, I grabbed all the hardware I needed and headed off to Crimson Guitars in England to finish a cycle that I started in 2020. Here's my story. Hey, this is Ray, and welcome to my life. I've been gone for quite a while. And to be honest with you, I had to stop with the YouTube stuff for a year. You see, I broke myself a bit. Got a little bit too serious about this YouTube thing. My life has been interesting. Since we last talked, I have moved to Europe. I live in Sweden now. I work for a different company, or at least I'm on assignment there. And I have a small apartment. I do not have a workshop. So I'd like to say welcome to my workshop, but I don't have one. I am doing something crazy. I'm calling right now from London. And in London, I'm going to be a bit of a tourist, and then I'm heading for Crimson Guitars. See, I'm going to finish up this thing that I started really in late 2019. You know, I was planning to go to Crimson and take their guitar building course in March of 2020. There was something that happened then, I can't remember now, that meant I couldn't travel. That was a shitty couple of years, wasn't it? But that's what inspired me to start the entire guitar building journey. So now, here I am in London, getting ready to head over to Crimson. And I'm really looking forward to finishing up my training, meeting some of the people there, and I'm going to be building. So I'll bring you along this time. I did get some time to do some touristy things, RAF Museum, and better than that, hung out with Daniel from Devil & Sons Guitars. He came to visit me just for this weekend. The GBC is a real thing, and I'm part of that community. Okay, day one of my blog. I've arrived at Crimson, actually at the boarding house where the luthiers stay. Nice little place, we'll call it quaint. But everybody here has been real nice. I met Ben Crow last night for the first time. I was pleased to say that he recognized my name and recognized the guitar I built. So that was kind of nice. What it feels like is one of my favorite feelings, which is, well, how did I get here? I'm always throwing myself into stuff. What in the world am I doing in the middle of England going to a guitar building studio? It's not my job. But you know what? I enjoy this stuff. And throughout my life, I've just kind of thrown myself in situations and figured it out. That's how I'm wired. So turns out Crimson's a real place with real guitars. The makings of the Dorset Guitar Museum are at the beginning. And, you know, this is a really cool display of really cool guitars and some that you might recognize. The workshop was set up, organized, nice and neat. Had everything laid out for me, had a nice piece of book match maple for me so I could do my top, and got to work on the neck immediately. It was pretty well organized and kept me busy all day long. You know, so all the tools you need are right there. Okay, beginning day 2 of my stay. I have to say I really enjoyed my first day there, but man, it was busy. I got more done on the guitar than I would normally do in a week. And the instructors have been very good. Everyone's been very hospitable. I guess some of the highlights from yesterday was I saw some of the guitars to me that are legendary. Ben Crow's Complication is hanging in the Dorset Guitar Museum. And dang, that thing looks better in person than it did on the internet. And I'm having a really good time. Got the body blank done. I got the neck fretboard glued on, fretted. I would have taken a week. I had a real good time laying out this fretboard in a way that was not usual, using that large center mark and then laying out the dots in an array It looked a little bit like a star map when I was working on it. I really like how it turned out. Oh, day 3 of my time at Crimson Guitars. I'd say that yesterday was maybe the physically hardest. Hand radiusing a fretboard. Yeah, that can take a little time. So basically set up this way and go back and forth until you lose the will to live. Yeah, that's the kind of job it is. But it was fun and I got a lot done. I learned a lot of tricks. I had misplaced a couple inlays and just by 1 millimeter, but it was enough that you could see it, and I had to go fix them. And the guys there knew some tricks, and it really that's why I came. I came to learn some tricks of the trade. So far, second day, really worth my time. So one thing that really struck me was my fretwork had not been as good as what I thought. And working with the guys at Crimson really kind of raised my level of fretwork. A lot of things where I had spent far too much time doing polishing and not achieving results like this. And to be honest with you, it's the best fret job I've ever done. So I appreciate Dom and everyone for guiding me through this. So in the next day, I had a body with no routing done, but a completed neck that still needed to be carved. This carving job took a while, but with some guidance, it turned out to be really, really good, and I enjoyed doing it. The results were awesome. Okay, I'm just entering day 5 of my time at Crimson. So far, it's been really, really good. Neck is shaped, beautiful shape. Started routing the main body. I think I'm behind schedule, so I'm really, really, really gonna have to work fast today. Made a small error yesterday that's correctable. You know, when you build anything on your own, considering it's going to be hidden, no one else will know but me, but I'm gonna know. That sucks. Ben dropped by the shop yesterday, was kind of dropping by everybody's desk. It was nice. It was like being in what's on the bench. Today is gonna be a day. It's gonna be a big day. So I need to have the body ready for flash coat this evening before 4 o'clock. Yeah, okay. As it turns out, I got it cleaned up nice and neat. You could barely tell there's any problem. But Friday was crazy busy with everyone in the shop doing everything, trying to finish up their builds on Friday afternoon. So I had very little to film. But in the end, I did get the body finished and clear coated by the end of the day, and I was worn out. So Saturday, we all got back together for the guys that were there for the 6-day build, finished cleaning up the guitar, stringing it, setting it up, and as you can see, quite proud of this. Finished minutes ago. Just got back. And I could not be happier. I wanted to give a first reactions to this. I know it's a telly, but it's a modern telly. It is just beautiful. It's a flame sycamore, crimson stains, false edging, beveled edge. Nice dot inlays, simplified headstock, 6-day build. I couldn't be happier. So it turns out I could be wrong. Minutes after showing that portion of the video, I walked out in the back porch and Ben's sitting out there. He goes, "Ray, did you finish your guitar?" I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "Come on, bring it, I need to see it." So we ended up going into his place, sitting down, going over the guitar. he was really nice, and he said some nice things about it, and I'm sure he's not going to go, "Oh, you built this here? That sucks." But you know what? The guy was pretty genuine. He complimented me on some things that looked good, pointed out a few things that could use some work that I had seen. It just, it was nice. It was a good closure to my time building guitars and working with Crimson. I don't even know where I'm going to go from here, but that was worth the entire trip. So the question you may be asking is, would I recommend the Crimson 6-day course? The answer to that, it may be obvious. I had a great time. If you're watching this channel, you're probably a small guitar builder or want to become one. And, it was a lot of fun. I built guitars like this before. I knew what I was doing, but I learned a lot of tricks, small stuff that really made it nice. Yeah, it's not a cheap way to get a guitar built, but if you want to get a nice result and learn how to finish things in a very nice way, yeah, come check it out. No guarantee you'll get to meet Ben or all that kind of stuff, but it was really good for me, and I think you would enjoy it too. Special thanks to Franco, Guitar Tech, who was hanging out this week. He helped me do the wiring on this and gave me some pointers on my soldering. Man, he made for a really neat soldering job. The rest of the details in the guitar, I couldn't have done it without the guys there. Dom was awesome. He was there all the time as a teacher. Just the entire group there, Sam and James and everyone else, just made it worth my time. Go with the B90 here. Now roll that over to the humbucker. And that's a little taste. To be honest, this thing plays absolutely awesome. Worth every penny.